Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Fine Literature Hour for Bully. We're actually quite on
Hello.
schedule. Has it been 2 weeks?
Yes.
A little bit
I think it's
over.
been not very many weeks.
Yeah, well, not 5 months, that's for sure.
Not 5 months. That's crazy.
I checked the chapters we have to read today, which is chapter 18 onwards.
Nice.
So 18 and 19 are
Holy
long-ish
shit, so long.
chapters.
So long.
But chapter 20 is a short one. So I thought maybe we could do 3. I'll read the last one.
Oh, well, yeah, chapter 20 is like 3 pages.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can do that. I think that's
Yeah,
fine. We can
okay.
rip through these. Who's first?
Me.
Should we do alternating dialogues?
Oh, that's difficult. Do you want to try that?
Is that too difficult?
Yeah, because then I would have to register who's speaking.
So much work.
What do you think?
Maybe we'll try that for next time. Okay, let's go. Let's do this thing.
Okay.
Let's read.
Okay.
I'm so excited to dive in.
Chapter 18. Hey! I twirled around, stunned out of my celebration.
Oh, it's a grandma. It's a grandma.
Yes. And met my grandma's expectant stare. Whoops. I wondered how long she'd been standing there. Wait, what is she doing? Was she dancing? Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, she was, yeah. I ran over to the iPod dock and switched off AFI's Miss Murder.
Can we get a quick clip of that?
I am getting.
It's a good one.
I'm gonna get copy struck by you, I swear.
Can't you play like 2 seconds of it? It's a banger.
We did last time.
Did we get copyright struck?
Well, not copy struck, but it says, should I ever make money from YouTube, this one will not make money. Whatever, play it. It doesn't matter. I'm just kidding.
Hold on, I'm trying to. Oh my god, my spot. Oh my god, I'm not starting that spot. Hold on. I got it. It's coming up. It's coming.
Okay.
Now I'm going to stream. Hold on. Share my screen. Oh, you're going to see all my Spotify tracks. The banger. Nice. All right.
Okay.
That's enough. Should turn that off. Should switch quick. I also just as a quick I love take me back to the days of iPod docks. Everything was better back then. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's go.
Your age is showing.
When you were like 18 or whatever, or 17.
iPod docks? I think I was 15 for that.
Oh my god! God damn it! I keep forgetting you're a child.
What? What? You have 10 years on me, Ezra. Jesus.
God.
Okay.
Okay. How old? What? When did iPod docks? I guess that was like 2012.
Yeah.
Ugh, God, whatever.
Wait, no, I wasn't 15
whatever.
in 2012. Anyway.
Yeah.
Before...
Okay. That. 20. Okay, whatever. Anyway, all right, let's do this thing. Let's go.
I think the first iPod was when I was in maybe 7th or 8th grade, like that. So, pretty much a tween. Okay, where was I? Oh.
iPod dock.
Yeah. Sorry, just getting my groove on. Oh my god, said no teenager ever. I smiled sheepishly. Yeah. After a practice where I could have run at least another hour, I returned home with energy to spare. Do you ever do that? You return home with energy to spare and you just dance?
Never. I don't return. I don't even leave home with energy to spare. I wake up.
The premise is already wrong.
Yeah,
the premise is... Okay, a weight had lifted off of me and I felt like celebrating. I decided to shelve my homework since nothing was due this week anyway. Thank you for telling us. And forge a hole in my carpet with some horrendous dance moves.
It's like I hope 18-year-old for when they fuck later, but she just comes home and just dances on the carpet by herself.
She's quirky.
Oh,
okay.
God.
Well, you left your phone downstairs. Casey called. She tossed me my cell, which I caught. And it's almost 7. Are you ready to go eat? Grandma waved her hand towards the door. Fuck, it locked. We were talking too much. Hold up. My e-reader, that is. Okay. Absolutely. I grabbed my black cardigan and black chucks. I'd changed into jeans and a t-shirt after I'd come home. Why do we need to know this? to clean up following practice. Since Jared's locker room intrusion, I opted to shower at home now. Okay. I'll be down in a minute. I want to call KC back. Grandma nodded and walked out. The idea of apologizing to Casey caused my stomach to roll. She was dating a guy that treated me badly, and it hurt that she could turn a blind eye to that. But I also realized the she and oh my god, a typo, Ezra.
What? Oh, where?
But I also realized the she and Jared, the she
The
and
she. Nice.
were using each other. In
God.
In time, probably sooner rather than later, this fling of theirs would be over. As long as she wasn't teaming up with him to treat me like shit, then I decided not to give him what he wanted. Said nobody ever. Oh my god. Okay. Hey.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah, can you imagine your best friend messing with your bully? And you're like, nah, it's fine as long as they don't bully me. What the fuck do you mean? That's like betrayal. Anyway. Hey, I greeted Casey timidly when she picked up. Hey, her voice sounded curt. I took a deep breath and let out a sigh. So I hope I can cash in a get out of jail free card. I'm sorry I said what I said today. She was silent for a few moments as I nervously drifted around my room. You acted like a dick, she mumbled. I almost laughed. Well, she was talking to me at least. I know, he has nothing to do with me anymore. If he's what you want, then I can grow up and get over it. Apology accepted. Oh, I have to smile. Can you hear my smile? Apology accepted. Can you hear the smile? I could hear the smile in her voice.
I did hear it.
Perfect. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm off to dinner with Grandma. I could hear her mother calling her in the background anyway. Have fun, and I love you, Tate, she said sweetly. Oh, and I love you, Tate. Sweeter?
There we go.
One more. And I love you, Tate, she said sweetly. Love you too. Sweet. Later. Toodles, I guess. We hung up, and I already felt better. Thank goodness that was done. Now, if I was lucky, I'd only have to endure minimal meetings with Jared. If I was really unlucky, though, he'd make all of Casey's and my outings into threesomes.
Whoa.
Unfortunate word choice, but I think it's also intentional. Let's be real. Okay. I also still felt like sleeping my. Oh my god, I have to make my font bigger. Wait. My old eyes.
Who's a boomer? Now who's a boomer? How big is your font?
There is no sizing on my e-reader, but it was pretty tiny. Okay, now we go.
Fern reads on like full boomer font on her e-reader. My god. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. It's huge.
Okay, where was I? Well, love you too. Blah, blah.
I still felt like slapping my friend a little.
Okay. I also still felt like slapping my friend a little. But at least I'd let go of my bitterness about Jared. If she wanted to rebound with him, oh yeah, true, she just broke up with that other dude. Then that was on her. What? Sorry, my freaking e-reader is dying.
That was on her.
Wait, it just fucked up the formatting. Wait. Oh, there. Here we go. Boomer. I was tired of making a problem where there wasn't one. And to save myself some stress, I decided to mind my own business. She knew how I felt, and I knew she wouldn't betray my trust. Girl, she already did. What the fuck are you talking about? That's all I needed. I practically danced down the stairs. Oh, she switched from seemed to practically. Feeling like the hippo that'd been sitting on my chest decided to finally move on. Well, you seem like you're in a good mood. Oh, wait. Well, you seem like you're in a good mood. Grandma's eyes followed my movements. School was good today? Yeah, actually, it was great. Letting Jared know how much I'd been hurt by him let the frustration out. I no longer felt buried under his actions and my struggle to maintain a facade. Wow, she
Nice.
can.
Thank God we got that directly exposited to us in the
Yes.
narration.
Yeah.
And she used the accent circonflexe. Or
Yes,
no, not the X.
no, no,
Wait,
no. That's
is
called
that the
something
one? No,
else.
no, not that one. It's the
The little
what is it?
tail,
The circumflex. The circumflex is
the
the
hat.
hat.
Yeah.
Uh,
Was
what
there's
is that called?
accent
What the
aigu,
fuck?
accent grave, accent
À droite. Aigu
circum.
à droite. What is that one?
The C that make the tail that makes the C and S, I assume.
Oh, the cedilla. Is
Never
it
heard of it.
French? That doesn't sound French. Maybe it is cedilla. Yeah. Facade. Facade. I've been listening
Facade.
to a book that has a bunch of French in it, so I'm
Oh,
very
look
French
at
coded
you.
right now.
Oh, wow. Okay. Who's talking? Oh, it's Grandma. Good. What are you in the mood for? Judging from your jeans, I guess Oshia is out.
I think it's O'Shea's.
O'Shea?
Is it?
O'Shea?
Is it like Irish?
It's like Shea butter, right?
Shea butter? Shea? Do you call it Shea butter?
Oh my god, I
Is
just
that
got
true?
exposed.
I actually don't know. I don't think I've ever heard someone say it out loud. How is it?
Is it shea
I
butter or
thought it was.
shea butter? Shea butter.
I don't know. Maybe I just got
I think
exposed.
in German it's shea butter. So
How
it's
pronounce shea? I believe it is shea butter.
okay, then that must be the German in me. Okay.
There you go. See?
Her flat tone showed disappointment. O'Shea was her favorite restaurant in our less than diverse town. How
It's
about
hilarious. She's literally dragging this bitch for what she's wearing. It's like I can't even take you to the restaurant I want to because you're just wearing jeans.
yeah,
You
ew,
girly bitch.
ew.
Crazy.
You are proletariat, and I am bourgeoisie. Okay. How about Mario's? I asked as I sat down to tie my shoes. I love their pasta with basil and olive oil. See, I said basil, not basil. Okay. The old couple that ran the restaurant was sweet and inviting, and my parents went on their first date there. Sure, sounds good. She grabbed her purse and I snatched her keys. I always had to drive unless the situation didn't allow it. Everywhere felt like forever to get to unless I was in control of the vehicle. Luckily, the adults in my life were indulgent. Oh, I already know what's gonna happen. She's gonna race. Wanna bet? Okay.
Oh, of course.
As she stopped to fluff her hair and button her blazer in front of the mirror by the door, I slipped my arms through my cardigan and hooked my purse strap over my head. Graham, while we're out, do you mind if we circle some lots so I can check out some cars after dinner? What? Oh, new plot point, I guess. Finding a car hadn't been on my mind in weeks, yeah. But the idea spilled out of my mouth like it had been on the tip of my tongue all day. Wow.
What a weird thing to say.
Yeah, and a weird emphasis after, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't
pretend that I needed the car to get around. After all, I had my dad's Bronco. The control
Nice.
the control I'd asserted today was like slipping into new skin. What the fuck? She just asked if they could circle around. Like she's having a little.
I think she's talking about like standing up to Jared, but she needs to calm down.
Okay, fair. Everything felt warm, delicious, and possible. Getting a car of my own was another dose of control, straight to the vein. Okay.
God, calm down. Calm down.
Grandma narrowed her blue eyes at me through the mirror. Does your dad know you want to get a car? Yeah, but I'm just looking right now anyway. You won't want a car in New York City, honey. She started turning around to open the door. Is it okay if we just look? After all, I might still like a car when I come home for vacations. Vacations? I thought the Americans... You cannot... Oh.
What's the question? Vacations?
Yeah, the plural vacations. I just remember that you don't pluralize vacation.
I mean, I don't like. Yeah, I certainly wouldn't there. It's a weird place to use a. I mean, I guess it's not technically wrong, but also nobody would ever say it that way.
Mm,
So
okay, okay. I followed her out. Turning to lock up the house, she nodded. Sure, I don't see any harm in looking. Looking is italicized.
quotation mark should be italicized as well.
True. No, it
And
is.
it's not.
It,
Is it? No, it's not. Not on mine.
oh, okay, it must be my font.
Is it on yours?
No, I think in my font it looks italicized. But why is looking italicized in the first place?
I think she's like. I think it's like a wink at the audience, like looking at a man. Is that? I don't. Charlie. I really have no idea. I'm just like
Oh,
completely like spitballing here. Like I don't
fair,
know.
fair, fair.
I don't know what
Okay.
this chick is talking about.
Okay. A- After a much needed night out and light-hearted conversation with my grandma, I'd come home feeling calmer than I had in weeks. I sat back on
Imagine
my
the takes on different ethnicities and sexualities her grandma must have.
Oh my god. I sat back on my bed reading one of Chelsea Kane's thrillers when I
It's
heard
Chelsea Kane.
no idea when I heard yelping from coming from outside. My French doors had been open a
French
crack.
doors.
I want to make a drinking game where people take a shot every time the French doors are mentioned.
She looks like a real housemaid type writer to me.
Nice. So I could hear the rain. The light drizzle that started when Grandma and I got home was coming down in buckets now. Swinging one of the doors open, I leaned outside and listened. The barking was consistent, distressed, ... and close. Madman! As I peered down into Jared's yards. Yards?
Yeah, I clocked that too. Just a weird thing. Just again, I just don't even.
I think she discovered plurals, but okay. I didn't see I didn't see any lights or sign of the little dog. The whole house looked quiet and dark. It was after 9, so he and his mom must still be gone for the night. Slipping on my chucks, I walked down the stairs, taking a moment to check that my grandma's bedroom light was off. Once at the front door, I switched on my porch light and walked outside. Shit! Exclamation point. It was raining. How had I forgot? How had I forgotten that in the 3 seconds it took me to get? How had I forgotten that in the 3 seconds it took me to get downstairs? Oh my god, Tate.
She walked all the way out the door, forgetting that it was raining. So okay,
Okay,
I mean,
that's a thing. Okay.
damn.
Yeah. Thank goodness for the covered porch. Hugging myself, I walked to the edge nearest Jared's house and took another look. I put my hand to my mouth to stifle a small gasp at the sight of Madman whining and clawing at the front door. What is so shocking about this? Okay, he was soaking wet, and I could tell from here that he was shivering. Luckily, he had a small awning protecting him from the thunderous downpour. So she's like shocked that her dog was out in the rain.
Pouring rain, just thunderstorm, just like sheets coming down,
Oh
and
my
she
god.
walked all the way outside, forgetting that. Okay. Okay. No, I'm just trying to understand. They're
Yeah.
painting a picture. I just want to make sure it
Yeah.
matches up to one in my brain.
Valid. Okay. Without a second thought, I dived out into the storm and ran across our yards to Jared's
What? Okay, I thought it was just an accident before, and now I'm like, bitch, what are you talking about?
Well, maybe it's Jared and her yards. So there are two distinct yards.
That's
It's
so
very
weird.
odd.
Nobody would ever say. No one says that.
Yeah. No, she means our yards as in her yard. Like her family's. What the fuck? Okay. To Jared's small front stoop. I only wore my sleep shorts and a tank top, so, like Madman, I was now shaking with the cold rain splattered on my bare legs and arms.
So wet t-shirt time
Yeah.
or wet tank top time. Sorry.
Hey, buddy, how'd you get out here? I bent down to pet his head, and he licked my hand excitedly. Where's Jared, huh? A shiver shot down my body, making my shoulders twitch. Excellent showing instead of telling. Okay, the last thing I wanted to do was knock on the dickhead's door, but there's no telling what bullshit I'd wake up to if I took Madman home with me. Jared would probably accuse me of trying to steal his pet. Madman had been collateral.
Is
Yeah, his. Madman had been collateral damage in Jared's and my fallout. Wow, they had like a divorce or a breakup.
Jared's and my Jared?
Mm.
Shouldn't it be Jared? Collateral damage in Jared and Mai's fallout?
No, Maya's already possessive.
Oh yeah, hold on. Jared's. Man, that sounds weird for some reason to me.
You just remove Jared.
Jared's.
You remove Jared, and it makes sense. So collateral damage
I
in my
guess.
fallout. It's just
I think it probably would be better to just say our fallout.
yeah. I would
I don't
remove
know.
the
It's just
possessive
awkward.
s from Jared. I don't know if it's grammatically correct. Damage in
Jared and
my fallout.
it just sounds weird.
It's
It
like
just sounds so
I don't know
weird.
what the English rule is to double possessive. So because Jared's
I
in
really
my
don't know either.
yeah. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Jared's and my
Jared in
sounds-
my
Jared.
no, my
maybe
is
you could
correct.
just my and Jared's fallout. I guess it's the same thing. I don't know.
It's weird.
It might be correct, but it sounds bad
Yeah,
to me.
it's weird.
So I feel like you could have just said our fallout. No one's gonna think she's talking about the fallout between her and the dog.
Yes.
Like, so
Yeah. As much as I loved the dog, it just seemed like he should be with Jared. A few things had been like that after he came back from that summer away. One of our favorite hangouts was a fish pond at Eagle Point Park. When Jared and I stopped being friends, he stopped going there. This is literally divorce stuff. Okay. I got the pond, he got the dog. Jared? Mrs. Trent? Or Miss? Sorry, Miss Trent? I called while ringing the doorbell. The rain pounded to the ground, giving a flood feel to our street. Jesus. Flood feel. Say that 5 times fast. Flood feel. Flood feel. Okay. The howling wind forced the rain sideways, which soaked my shoes and calves. Calves? Even under the awning. Is it awning? Where did Ezra go?
I'm here. Sorry.
Oh, okay. He's
Where are we?
Are you researching the Jared and my?
No. Well, maybe I might have tried.
Gotcha.
Okay. Where are we? I'm sorry.
I doubted anyone could hear someone scream in this ruckus, so I pounded on the door
Okay.
and rang the bell 2 more times. The house remained dark and silent. Well, madman, you may be coming home with me. The little guy yelped again, clearly unhappy being outside. Before I walked away, I gripped the door handle and turned. To my surprise, the door opened. Not locked? Weird. Girl, we got that, okay? Oh my god. Madman darted inside, pushing the door completely open like he was running from a fire. His claws against the hardwood floors echoed down the hall. Does that echo? That sound?
I guess it could.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. He'd gone to the kitchen, probably to his food dish. I took a hesitant step into the foyer. Foyer? Foyer? How do you Americans say it?
We actually, surprisingly, we still say foyer.
Oh, nice. Okay. Hello? The house was nearly pitch black except for the streetlights that cast a dull glow through the windows. Miss Trent? Jared? I looked around and felt a chill shoot down my arms. Something's not right. Oh my god. God forbid we come to our own conclusions, right? Okay. The house seemed almost dead. No ticking clocks, no hum of a fish tank. That's a random thing to like look for in a house. Okay. The hum of a fish tank?
I wasn't even sure if they had fish. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Now that's insane.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there was no There was no sound of a P-51 Mustang engine, but I wasn't even sure they had an airport in the back of their house. Like, bitch, what are you? What? There was like what?
Why fish tank? Why not the refrigerator or something? I don't.
Yeah, there was no moan from the GIMP corner, but I wasn't even sure they had a live-in GIMP in their living room. Like, what? That's so weird, man.
Oh my god. Okay. I wasn't
Oh
even
my
sure if they
God.
had fish, but an. Oh my god, that's literally the next sentence. Fuck me.
Yeah, sorry. No, I read ahead a little bit. Yeah, no,
Oh,
that's maybe like
that's
two of the
odd.
most insane back-to-back sentences in this book
That
so
is
far, I think.
so odd, yeah.
That's crazy work. I don't even
Oh my
like
god. But an
I don't even know,
occupied
man.
house makes some kind of noise, even in the middle of the night. Madman barked, and I
She could
took.
have just said like no hum of the fridge
That's what I said,
and
yeah.
left it at that.
Yeah.
Like oh my god. Okay.
Maybe she has ADHD, which, no.
She has something. She has some deficiency, I think.
Oh my god. Okay. Madman barked, and I took a step towards the kitchen, but I stopped when I heard a crackle under my shoe. Taking a closer look, my eyes having adjusted to the dark, I noticed broken glass or dot, 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 four dots.
That's
Maybe it was pottery on the floor. I surveyed the area and took in more disarray that I hadn't noticed when I'd entered. Chairs were overturned, a lamp was broken, and couch cushions lay about the living room. Even the framed pictures of Jared on the wall by the stairs were shattered and hanging by a corner. Jared? Interrobang. My heart
I like an interrobang personally.
Really? Well, what to each their
I
own.
do. I think I mean technically it's not an interrobang. The interrobang is when you combine them into one thing.
Yeah.
But I think there's a place for it personally.
Yeah,
Not here maybe.
okay. That's
Maybe
what I
not
wanted
here,
to
but
ask. Okay, my
I
heart.
mean okay, if someone here's my argument.
Okay.
If you have someone yelling a question,
Uh-huh.
are you telling me you're just going to just have a question mark? Because that seems like it makes it seem weird to me if you just have a question mark when someone is like shrieking a question at the top of their lungs.
That is some. It's like missing something. I agree, but I.
Yeah, that's just my argument. It's just like I don't know. Some people are haters on the double or whatever, but it's like I think it's better to put that there than
Mhm.
to make people wait until they've read to the speech tag and then see that someone's yelling. Cause like
Yeah, and it's kind of like
if it
vibes wise, not even good to put the speech tags before. It's like
yeah.
you're
Also if
expecting
like
it.
yeah. Also if like your argument is like, well, they can just wait till the speech tag, then it's like, okay, then why does the fucking exclamation mark exist then? Like if we want to make people wait till,
No,
they're reading the
because
speech tag to see if someone's yelling.
no, I was suggesting putting the speech tag before, but when you say and then I
You could,
yelled
yeah.
and then it's only a question mark, it's kind of like edging.
Yeah,
Like,
it
but
just
did you
feels
yell?
that's exactly the thing. Like it just
Yeah,
feels so weird to me. So like
yeah.
I'm pro. I feel like I like the exclamation mark first though.
Same.
I don't know what the rules are on that. I feel like I do like the exclamation mark
No, but
first
if you
because like
go
yelling
on Discord
question.
and you do the emoji for the interrobang, it's
Is
the
that
other
the
way
is it question?
around.
Nice. See,
Yeah.
there you go. Discord must have got it right. By the way, I have a great idea that I have to tell you after we
Okay,
finish
okay.
this after we stop the recording.
What do you Americans say? Put a pin on that. There. Look at
Put a
me.
pin in that.
In that, not
Look at
on.
you.
What in? You put it on top of the thing. Well, then you pierce it. Anyway,
Yeah, but you're piercing it with the
fair, fair, fair,
pin.
fair. Okay, it makes sense. Okay. My
Adorable.
heart. My heart pounded in my ears, Ezra. What had
It didn't
happened
pound on
here?
your ears. It didn't pound on your ears.
I hate you.
Talk about convenient timing.
Oh my god. What had happened here? Madman continued to bark more persistently this time. I ran down the hall and into the kitchen. The dog sat looking out the open back door, whining and wagging his tail. As I looked through the door, I could see Jared sitting on the top step leading down to the backyard. I let out a breath.
Let me rewrite that sentence. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
So as I looked through the door, I could see Jared sitting on the top step. Jared sat on the top step leading down to the backyard.
Yeah.
There you
What
go.
the fuck?
You can lose all of. As I look through the door, I could see. Just delete that.
Pro writing aid would be on Penelope's ass for glue words, as it is on mine, by the
It
way.
would be on it for a lot of. It would be on it for a lot of things in this.
Yeah, oh my god.
Yards, among them.
Oh my god. His back was to me and he was drenched. Water poured down his bare back and the hair on his head stuck to his scalp. Scalp, sorry. Jared? Oh no, she called out. Jared? I called out, stepping up to the door frame. He turned his head enough to see me out of the corner of his eye, which was almost completely covered by his soaked hair. Oh, he has the emo haircut now.
Nice. He's looking through the nice.
Yeah, crawling in. Okay. Where was I? Without acknowledging me otherwise, he turned back around and lifted a liquor bottle to his lips. Oh my god. Jack Daniels, straight. Italicized. Oh my god. My first thought was to leave. He was safe. The dog was safe. Whatever he was doing wasn't my business. But my feet wouldn't move. The house had been vandalized and Jared was drinking alone. Yes, we know, Tate. Okay. Jared? I stepped outside, thankful for the covering of the back door as well. The dog was barking outside. I rang the doorbell. Didn't you hear it? I guess I felt a need to explain my presence in his house. Girl, you feel a need to explain a lot of things. I feel like.
Yeah.
When he didn't answer, I walked down the stairs to face him. Rain cascaded down my face, drenching my hair and clothes. Wait, isn't she already drenched because she walked through the yard?
Wait, I thought she said. Oh.
What?
Okay, there's a covering, but she then walks out from under the covering to face him, so she's standing in the rain and getting her
No, but she's already
more soaked.
But she's already drenched. What the fuck? Okay.
Now she's more drenched.
She's drenched.
More
drencher.
drenched.
She's drenchered.
Drenched.
Yeah. My muscles tensed with the urgency to get back inside. God, she's so intense. But for some reason, I stayed put. Jared's head was level, but his eyes were downcast. What a description. Okay.
Yeah.
His arms rested on his knees, and the half-empty bottle was secured in his left hand, where he swung it back and forth between his fingers.
Secured.
It's secured, yeah. Jared? God, how many times will she say Jared? I swear to God. Would you answer me? I yelled. Oh, Jared, would you answer me? I yelled. Where's the interrobang there, anyway? The house is trashed. None of my business. Just leave. Italicized. Jared licked his lips, and the raindrops on his face looked like tears. My fucking God.
Oh, nice. Nice.
How much?
Nice.
I'm getting a blast
Amazing.
from the past. In the background, Fallout Boy is playing or something. Okay.
100%.
I watched him as he raised his eyes lazily and blinked away the water. The dog ran away. He mumbled. Oh, the dog ran away. He mumbled, matter of factly.
Matter of factly. That's a tricky line reading. That's a tricky to do mumbling, but also matter of fact. Because matter of fact would be like, the dog ran away. Right? But you gotta mumble it.
The dog ran away. The dog ran away. I guess. His voice was calm. So he mumbled, it's matter of fact, and it's calm. Oh
God, that's so hard. That's like a fine, that's an Oscar-winning, like, actor level fine line to walk there.
You give it a try. Come on.
All right, mumbling, matter of fact, voice remains calm. The dog ran away.
Nice.
I think you could hear a couple of those in there.
Nailed it. Okay. Stunned by such a cryptic reply. Cryptic?
Is that cryptic? It was matter of fact. We just said that. It was matter of fact. He calmly stated the facts to you, and you said, wow, that's cryptic.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I almost laughed. Well, not us, but okay.
I mean,
so you threw a temper tantrum? Does your mom know what you did to the house? His brow narrowed as he looked. How does a brow narrow? As he looked.
She means it like pinched, right?
Yeah, or
like
his
pinched,
gaze narrowed.
Narrow gaze. Narrow.
His
Gaze.
brow narrowed, so it like just the hair just flew off, and then it became narrower. Excuse me. What do you care? I'm nothing, right? A loser? My parents hate
Get
me?
his
Weren't
ass.
those your words? Yeah, I mean, for a moment I closed my eyes, feeling guilty all over again. Jared, I should have never said those things. No matter what you've. Don't apologize, he interrupted, swaying as he stood up. He adopted his usual sadistic tone. Okay, let me do a sadistic. Groveling makes you look pathetic.
Wow.
Asshole! Exclamation point. I'm not groveling, I snapped. Oh, I'm not groveling, I snapped as I followed him into the house. I can just admit when I fucked up. I stood inside the doorway while he put his bottle on the kitchen table and grabbed a dish towel off the counter. Walking over to Madman, who was huddled under a chair, he wrapped the cloth around the dog and slowly dried him off. He continued to ignore me, but I couldn't leave until I'd said what I needed to say. I'm sorry if I hurt you, and it won't happen again. Wait, what emotion? Oh, okay.
Don't.
I'm sorry if I
Sorry.
hurt you. I think we're going for apologetic here, so I'm
I
sorry
think
if.
so.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I hurt you, and it won't happen again. Ooh woo. There, I'd said it. No need for me to be here anymore. Okay. But I didn't stop there. My gaze fell on the not yet empty bottle of Jack, and I was worried. His mom was a recovering alcoholic, and hard liquor could be dangerous in large quantities. I didn't
Eggs
know that.
PSA. Yeah,
You don't
same.
say.
Man, did I tell you? Did I tell you that Fern called me out for always making people smoke in my books? And she was like, "It's
Hmm.
so cute because you always have people smoking cigs and like being
Yeah.
like, I'm smoking a cig." I'm like, I don't like that you've noticed this. It's so rude. But it reminded me of like that's
Yeah.
definitely like, yeah, I'm drinking my Jack Daniels and my hard liquor straight. Yeah, so cool. I'm like, oh
You
god,
know
is this
what's
what?
interesting is that when I used to be a smoker, a lot of my characters would be too, and now that I quit, none of them are.
Got to bring it back. Got to bring it back.
Yeah, I think I kept out of all the slew that I've created just one guy who's a regular smoker, you know? Because it's like I think it's so normal if you have the habit, so you like integrate it.
Right.
Anyway, are you a smoker, Ezra?
No, I don't smoke, but it looks cool in movies.
Fair. Okay. By the looks of the house, he was not in control of his faculties. Hmm. Snatching the bottle off the table, I walked to the sink and started dumping its contents down the drain. And I'm not letting you hurt yourself either. Son of a bitch! Jared. Oh wait, I have to do it in like in a Texan accent, I feel like. What do you think?
Please continue.
Son of a bitch!
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Son
Oh
of a
boy.
bitch!
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
You do it.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, son
More
of a
like
bitch.
son of a bitch.
Isn't it
That's
like,
like
doesn't it, the
Texas, I
syllables
think.
get swallowed for southern
You can
accents?
either do
Son of a bitch.
you can either slur them all together or you can like break them all apart and like son of a bitch.
That's it. That's
You
the
know?
one. That's the one, yeah. Jared heaved at my.
And how did he say it? He heaved at
No, he's attacking her now. Okay.
physically?
Yeah, he heaved at my back and I shook the bottle nervously. Oh, it's not.
I think she's using that as a speech tag, which she
Yeah.
shouldn't, but that's how I understand it.
Okay.
Snatched at the
Jared heaved at my back and I shook the bottle nervously when I heard his quick footsteps behind me. Yeah, it's not physically. Jared snatched at the container. The bottle, you mean? Which was still a few sips from being empty.
Yeah.
But I spun around
So
to face
weird.
him, keeping hold. This is none of your business. Just leave. He growled. Oh, growled. This is none of your business. Just leave. He growled. His breath fell on my face, smelling of whiskey and rain, and his wild eyes made my arms go weak. I almost
Can
released
you imagine?
what?
Imagine someone is blasting you in the nostrils with a mouthful of Jack Daniels breath. That would not be a pleasant experience.
Yes, it wouldn't be. Okay, I almost released the bottle, overwhelmed by the force he used to get it away. As he yanked, my whole body jerked. Italicized. Well, this is new. Okay. The Jared I'd gotten used to walked around calm and collected, and this Jared was desperate and reckless, is he? I should be scared, but for some reason I was. What? Why are there so many? I should be scared, comma, but, comma, for some reason, comma.
Oh,
I
that's
was.
wild.
Yeah. I was intoxicated with the face off.
Ugh.
What? Okay.
I,
So she's
the
turned
only
on
face
because
off,
he's being
the
physical?
only face off I'm intoxicated with is face/off, the John
Yeah,
Woo
hell
movie with
yeah, let's
John Travolta
ride.
and Nicolas Cage. Oh, it's so good. Oh, baby.
Oh, I
I
love.
want to take
Oh
his
shit! I
face
got so
off.
excited I unplugged my headphones. One moment.
That's a valid reaction. Oh, bro, we should watch that together sometime. I haven't seen it for a while. It's so good.
Yeah, that's my favorite action movie. Actually, did you know that?
It's an amazing
It's
film.
so good. I love it so much.
It's so good.
Okay, next, where was I? So she's intoxicated with the face off. I wanted this confrontation with Jared. I hungered for it. Jesus. We
What?
both. Oh, I hungered for it. We both breathed hard as we tried to get the bottle away from each other. It's like two babies, just two toddlers fighting over a bottle. That's what I'm
Yeah,
imagining.
basically.
Yeah. But no one was giving up. His arms flexed with the struggle, and I felt the bottle start to slip out of my fingers. I knew I was going to lose. Stop it! I cried. Was the fucking bottle that important? Interrobang. Italicized. Get a grip, jerk. He'd obviously lost control, and I needed to snap him out of this. Out of this. I let the bottle go and slapped him across the face. His head
Nice.
twisted,
Nice.
and the
Get a hold of
side.
yourself. She's doing the full like get a hold of yourself, woman.
Yeah.
Slap. Like
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. His head twisted to the side with the impact, and my hand. What? And my hand stung. I'd never hit Jared, not even when we were kids and playing around. Stunned and furious, Jared dropped the bottle to the floor, forgotten, and turned his vicious eyes on me. I gasped when he hoisted me off my feet by my weight, and slammed me down on the hard edge of the sink. Are we getting? Well, let's read on. Before I knew it, he had locked my wrists in a hold behind my back and positioned his body between my legs. Okay.
Oh boy.
He pulled me to him,
boy.
roughly, and I was trapped. My chest rose and fell quickly, desperate for air. Oh,
Thanks for
God.
letting us know that your chest, your wet boobied chest is heaving right now.
Your wet booby chest. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, God, italicized. God capitalized. You always have to capitalize that, I wonder.
If it's well, kind of.
Yeah.
I think you're generally supposed to,
Yeah.
unless you're a heathen.
No comment. Okay. Let me go! I screamed. My body was constricted between his arms in back of me.
That's a weird way to say that.
My body was constricted between his arms in back of me and his torso in front. What is going on?
Not a good way to say it.
His grip was tight, enough to keep me still, but not enough to hurt. I tried to twist and wiggle my way free, but he only jerked me harder against him and tightened his hold. Jared, let me go. I tried to make my voice sound forceful. Oh, Jared, let me go. I tried to make my voice sound forceful, but with the struggle, my strength had dwindled.
She's fully out of strength after fighting over a bottle for 10 seconds.
He's big,
Okay.
you know, he's a big.
He a big man.
Yeah. His eyes met mine, our faces less than an inch away from each other. Several moments passed as he held me, trying to stare me down. But it didn't work. Oh, what is happening, e-reader? Once my gaze met his... Wait, aren't they already looking at each other? Okay. Whatever. It was impossible.
So.
Yeah. It was impossible to look away. His eyes were like the cover of a book, giving you hints but not the whole story. Wow, what a beautiful metaphor.
Wow. It's like I'm there.
And I wanted to know the story. If I searched his eyes long and hard enough, maybe what I craved would seep out. damn it, italicized. Even with the liquor on his breath, he smelled incredible. There you go, Ezra.
Oh God, that's
Yeah.
so. I dare you to have Juan just take a full mouthful of Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey and then just belch it into your face and see how that smells.
Nice.
It ain't great. It ain't great.
Oh my
I'm
God.
telling you that right
Look,
now.
people are into things, okay? No king shaming.
Oh, God,
Okay.
I shame that king.
But wait, but that next sentence though, he smelled incredible, like some kind of body wash.
That I love. That's so like.
I'm
Twilight coded
actively
to me.
imagining Axe body spray or body
Of
wash in
course,
this case.
it's the number one. I mean, statistically, at least when this was written, it was the number one selling male body spray in the world. So chances are, yeah, Axe body spray or body wash. I preferred Phoenix back in the day.
Look at you.
It was a pretty good smelling one.
Hipster.
It was a pretty good smelling one.
I liked Old Spice. I still like.
I
Old
also
Spice.
like Old Spice. That's like what I wear now, actually.
Well, look at you, cultured.
It's good.
Cultured,
I know it's true.
Okay. My thighs were cold where his wet pants rubbed. Oh, Jesus. But the rest of me was on fire. Heat spilled from the pores on my neck. Okay. And a drop of sweat glided between my breasts where my chest touched his. Dizziness fogged my head with the pressure he was putting between my legs. Jesus. Our breathing matched up and his expression was no longer angry. He spoke shakily, almost sadly. You fucked me up today.
Nice delivery.
Okay. That was shaky and sad. Okay. I assumed he was talking about the monologue. Good, I bit out. He jerked me again. You wanted to hurt me? Did you get off on it? It felt good, didn't it? Was he talking about me or him? I tried to keep my face even, but my body tingled everywhere. His scent was all around me as he leaned in. Our bodies were melting together. Our lips were so close. Girl, when I felt him harden between my legs.
Oh, dear.
I squeezed my eyes shut, too afraid of why I wasn't struggling anymore. Taking a deep breath, I opened my eyes and stared boldly at him, my pulse throbbing in my ears. Italicized. He's nothing to me. Nothing. No, I didn't get off on it, I answered calmly. I feel nothing. You are nothing to me. He flinched. Don't say that. The heat from his mouth wafted. Oh, that is so disgusting. Around me as I
whiskey breath.
Around me as I leaned in. Nothing, I repeated. Oh, barely a whisper? I never understood how that sounds. Nothing. I repeated, barely a whisper. Now get off. His mouth crashed down on mine, drowning out my protest. Okay. His lips devoured me hard and fast, like I was being eaten alive. His tongue dived into my mouth, and I let it, needing to feel all of him. The pulsing sensation in my core quickened, and I wrapped my legs around his waist before I closed my eyes, savoring the release. Wait, she came already? Damn.
I think not yet. I don't think.
Oh my God.
Maybe. She's horny enough that she could, I guess. I don't know.
True. I tried to think, but I couldn't. I didn't want to. All the years that we'd been apart filled this one moment. He released my arms, threading one hand roughly through my hair and the other gripping my ass. Pulling my hips harder against his, he assaulted my mouth like he was starving.
Jesus.
He sucked on my bottom lip and then turned his attention to my jaw and neck in hot, frenzied kisses. A legion of butterflies, took flight in my stomach and I moaned with the pleasure. And I kissed him back. Oh my God! I was kissing him back! Italicized. Jared, I gasped out. He should stop. We should stop. But I forgot why. Full return, single line. I was lost. I forgot to emphasize those. I tightened my legs around his waist and grasped his wet hair, holding him to me while he sucked on my neck.
Oh, girl, you're gonna have a huge hickey.
Yeah. His left hand ran down my thigh, and I brought his lips back up to mine again, needing more. Pressure was building as he pressed our centers together. He groaned, and I didn't want him to stop. Ever. When he bent his head to nibble under my ear. Under her ear. Images of him
Under.
and. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. Images of him and Casey in the hall yesterday flashed through my mind. Italicized. This is what she felt. That's what you're thinking? Okay. Everything came flooding back. My eyes popped open as realization dawned. Single line. He hurt me. Single line. He hated me. Jared, stop. My tone was meant to be stronger. Oh. Okay. But it only
Jared,
sounded
stop.
desperate. Jared, stop. He ignored me as he kissed and lightly bit my shoulder. Where is this man right now? While his hand
All over
moved
the place.
underneath my shirt. He has like 50 mouths. Jared, I said stop. Putting my hands on his chest, I pushed him away. He stumbled back a few steps, breathing hard and eyeing me like an animal. Too far. Jumping off the sink ledge, I nearly ran out of the kitchen and the house. It felt like steam coming off my skin as the cool rain hit my arms and legs outside. My heart was nearly beating out of my chest as I made it to my front porch. What
You
are
ran
you?
across both yards that fast?
Yes,
Crazy.
that's how. Whatever she's feeling, whatever. Okay, what are you doing? Interrobang. I screamed to myself. Oh, what are you doing? I screamed to myself. A hollow ache settled in my stomach, and a horrible void filled my arms where he'd just been. Jesus, I'd let him kiss me and feel me, and I'd done the same to him. I tried to catch my breath. How could I have let that happen? It was like I hadn't even been in control. No shit. I knew what we were doing was crazy, but the feel of him made me forget everything. Even now, my body still craved him, and I hated that. Shame burned my skin where he'd touch me. Jesus. Jared always calculated his moves. Did he plan this? This was lower than I thought he'd ever go. He was probably in there laughing at me right now, knowing that he'd gotten my pride. 1,000 questions filled my head, but I pushed them away. No. One thing was certain. Jared couldn't be trusted. He hadn't even begun to make amends, and I was nauseous with humiliation. That wouldn't happen again. Period. Chapter end.
Damn, what a chapter. Hey, at least something happens.
Yeah, at least, they kiss, I guess. I was getting nervous.
We're like, this is almost 110 out of 241. So two-thirds of the,
well, I can tell you the percentage.
50%? What percent is this?
47.
It is almost 50%.
We're at
Yeah,
47.
very, very close to it. All right, so is that like the midpoint, I guess? I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Chapter 19. I rushed from one class to the other the next day. My heart was in my throat, knowing that at any minute I could run into Jared, so I kept my eyes focused straight ahead. Literally. Okay. All through French class, it had been almost impossible to keep my mind off last night. His hands, his lips, his ... Nope, not going there. I had liked it. That much I was willing to admit. But why did he kiss me if not to prove that he could? And why the hell had I let him? You can already tell there's an interrobang there, see? I decided to treat it as a drunken move on his part and an emotional breakdown on mine. Full, return. I don't know why. As I headed to lunch, I hurriedly stuffed my crap in my locker and jetted around the corner to the cafeteria, trying to keep my eyes from wandering. Oomph! The air was knocked out of my lungs and I stumbled to the ground. What the ... question mark.
God.
I winced with the ache in my ass from the collapse. Jesus, she literally did get air knocked out of her lungs and fall right on her tailbone. Like, girl, you need to go to the nurse. That's a hard fall, dude.
Yeah.
Looking up, hold on. I winced with the ache in my ass from the collapse to the cold tile floor, and I tried to blink away the disturbance to my equilibrium. Okay, weird thing to say. Looking up, I sucked in a breath and felt a warm fluttering to my belly at the sight of Jared hovering over me. So she hit him hard enough to get the breath knocked out of her and fell directly on her tailbone. That's crazy. That's such like a Charlie or like a fucking Charlie
It's
Chaplin like
yeah, it's
pratfall.
like
Like,
Looney
good lord.
Tunes.
Okay, yeah, Looney Tunes. Shit, I'd crashed right into him, and here I was trying to avoid him like the plague. So much for best laid plans. Typical teenage term. I couldn't get over how just the presence of him undid me. I gawked stupidly, unable to tear my eyes away from how awesomely his t-shirt hung below his narrow waist, or how sexy his rich, dark hair was styled today. That's an amazing sentence.
Oh my god.
Unable to tear my eyes away from how awesomely his t-shirt hung below
Dude, this
his
has to be
insane.
satire. That's like a
Seeing it is crazy. That's amazing. Seeing me flat on my bum, he should have given me a smug smile or scowl. I flushed with embarrassment, knowing how stupid I must have looked. You do look extremely stupid. But I got nothing from him. Nothing bad, anyway. He reached out to me, and I looked at him wide-eyed, wondering what the hell he was doing. Was he ... helping me up? He held his smooth, long-fingered hand like a spider, palm up to me, and my toes curled with the gesture.
What the
Calm
fuck?
down! Girl! Can you imagine seeing this chick run into the guy, knock the air out of her, fall on her ass, gawk at him stupidly, and then, like, he reaches his hand out and she's, like, moaning in ecstasy with her toes curling.
Oh,
Wow.
geez.
Maybe the kiss wasn't such a bad thing. Maybe he'd start behaving himself now. And then he quirked an eyebrow at me, as if annoyed that he was waiting. I scowled at his same old haughty attitude. Oh no, don't do me any favors, buddy. Pushing myself roughly off the ground, I dusted off my jeans and stalked past him around the corner. Well, my body definitely reacted positively to him, and my brain practiced a zero-tolerance policy, ... from now on. I think he looked at you weirdly because you were just staring at him stupidly instead of letting yourself get helped up, but okay, sure. I mean, that maybe that's just me. Line break. Ben and I met up Friday night after the game, the sports ball game. I wanted to keep our date, even though I had spent the better part of the last 2 days trying not to think of someone else. There was nothing between Jared and I. There was no reason to call off a date with a not-yet boyfriend just because I kissed another guy, even if I did feel a little guilty about it. Ben was easy. And I needed easy. I deserved it. I just needed to get my body under control. Fucking hormones. Jesus. So, I've been meaning to ask you something. Ben seemed amused, but timid. Oh, sorry. So, I've been meaning to ask you something. Ben seemed amused, but timid as we finished our pizza. Let me see. I put my index finger to my lips. Yes, I do all of my own stunts, and no, I don't normally eat that much. What is she, like a fucking Audrey Hepburn all of a sudden, doing like a bit? I joked and took a sip of my Coke. No, not exactly. He wagged his finger at me and took out his credit card for the waitress as she came by. I'm listening. You mentioned this boy that your character was friends with in the monologue. They were close, and then he turned against her. You said he drove a Mustang? I nodded, wondering where he was going with this. Jared Trent drives a Boss 302. A Mustang Boss 302, he pointed out. Sweat broke out across my brow, but I nodded again. I knew what he was getting at. Yeah, girl, no shit.
Yeah.
But there wouldn't be any answers if that was what he was hoping for. It was bad enough that I'd kissed Jared, behind Casey's back, but Jared and I only had one kiss. Okay. And that's all there would be. I wasn't about to explain something I didn't even understand to Ben. And he placed his elbows on the table and crossed his arms, leaning in. And what was your question? I hoped being evasive would come off cute. Oh, girl, keep hoping. And then he'd surrender his line of questioning. Looking to the side and then back to me, he laughed under his breath. I noticed him giving you his undivided attention during that monologue. Were you and Jared Trent friends? I love the full name. God, I love the full name every time. It's amazing. Isn't this Ben Jameson, right? I love it. His wide green eyes were interested. How do you mean? Playing hard to get was turning out to be easy. I could do this all night, girl. Oh, honey. Oh, sweetie. He looked like he was trying to contain a smile, but he pressed further. Was the monologue about him? I cocked my head at him. I thought the monologues were supposed to be from a book or film. What book or film did yours come from? He shot back while crackling dialogue. Look at this. It's just like snap, snap.
Yeah.
How fast were you going, officer? That's so good. The continued play had my stomach shaking from pent-up laughter. That's one of us. It'll all be in It'll all be in my essay, I whispered when the waitress brought
No, no,
Ben's
you
card and
have to
receipt back.
whisper.
Sorry. It'll all be in my essay. But, dot, 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 Jared is nothing to me, just so you know. His lips curled up at the corner, hopefully satisfied with what I gave him. Taking my hand, he led me out of the restaurant into his car. What kind of car is he driving?
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, he was driving, okay? So he opened the door for me to slide in. You've never been to the Loop, right?
No.
Nope. I fastened my seatbelt and pulled my black pinstripe skirt as far down my thighs as it would go. All right, girl. The three thin buckles over the right thigh caught the street light shining through the window. Wait,
What?
is she wearing like a garter? Like three? This is like so like hot topic. Is it just like a three belts on her thigh?
Yeah, it's like alt. She has a thigh
Yeah,
belt.
yeah. Three thigh belts. Amazing. Wouldn't you also like? Are you supposed to be able to see those?
No,
Wouldn't those be
she's
below the skirt on
alty.
your thigh?
She's alt, so it's like out there.
Black pinstripe skirt, thigh buckles. Got it. Locked in. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you'll love it, and they'll love you. His gaze slid to my chest
Oh!
before he quickly averted his eyes. I suddenly wished I'd worn a t-shirt instead. My white tank was slightly less revealing, thankfully, under my short gray military jacket.
Oh my god.
But I still felt exposed. Is a tank top that much more exposing?
Then a t-shirt?
If you're wearing a jacket, I mean, I guess it depends on how tight it is. But like,
number one, it
if you're
depends how
wearing a
low the
jacket-
cleavage is, and it depends if the jacket is closed or open. That's all I have to say.
True. I wanted to look nice for Ben tonight, didn't I? Or maybe it wasn't Ben I was thinking about so much when I got dressed. They'll love me. Should be an italicized question mark. Why is that? I asked. Because you look like candy.
Oh my god, get out. Get out.
He shook his head and started the engine. Casey's words came back to haunt me. Well, I, for one, am pretty excited to see the look on his face when he sees you. That's a lot of commas.
Yeah.
My hands clenched into fists and I bit my bottom lip to stifle a smile. Yep, I bit my bottom lip. Shit. Great ending to that section. Line break. The Loop was located on Mr. Benson's farm outside the town limits. His son, Dirk, who graduated 2 decades ago, started a weekly racing scene around the pond on the premises. Over time, Dirk took control of the farm and so allowed races to take place on the property, even though he rarely attended. Yeah, he's like 40 now. What an old bastard. As long as he received the fee charged to get through the gates, everyone else could make their bets and have fun without any intrusion. So like illegal, uninsured, teen racing, illegal gambling. I mean, this is like an ATF thing. Like these are like the real people that would come. This isn't like local PD. This is like federal government employees are going to come here and arrest you.
Really?
I think gambling might fall under federal. I mean, the local police would too, but like it might be. This is big enough. This is like so illegal that it might be like the feds coming after you at this point.
Holy shit.
Maybe.
And then we'll have the shootout with the one airplane.
God, please.
And it's going to be grandma.
The one airplane. Oh, man. Okay. We traveled down the long dirt road leading to the farm. Normally, the farm, or it, some might say, would be pitch black this time of night, but with the traffic coming down the lane, it was lit up like a Saturday night cruise. Yeah, okay. Okay, boomer. I'll just park here. You don't mind walking a little, do you? Ben asked. Cars lined the sides of the road, and since we were pushing race time, parking was scarce. Here's fine. My fingers tingled with anticipation in the air. I hopped out of his Escalade. Nice. Immediately thankful for the chucks I'd worn. Not very stylish with the skirt, but I wasn't a heels kind of girl. All right, let's pause there for a second. Girl, you're wearing a white tank top and a military jacket.
With pinstripe skirt.
With a pinstripe skirt. Would heels really go with that? I feel like chucks are literally exactly what a bitch like you would wear.
No,
so,
heels would go
I don't know
with
what
it, for sure.
Would they?
Yeah. In my head,
with a
yeah.
military jacket.
I'm not like thinking about the most freaking. Depending on the heel. She didn't say stilettos because
Okay.
I feel like
All
stilettos would
right.
be
I'm just a
something.
male, so that's what I think all heels are. So sorry. Uh, yeah. That's what the short girls need to wear to get up to like that eye level with me.
Oh my god.
Uh, the the dirt road featured dips and puddles along with tiny gravel.
The dirt road
Wow.
featured.
It's like I'm there. It's like I'm there. That's amazing.
Oh my
Here,
god.
take my hand. Ben reached out as he came around the front of the car to meet me. You mean the Escalade? He pulled me to a stop and gestured to the car. You mean the Escalade? Do you want to leave your bag in the car? You mean the Escalade? Sorry, I'll stop. No, I might need my cell. I'm fine. I hooked my thumb. Hey, Fern yelled at me for that
Yes, I
phrase the
know.
other day. Or was
Yes,
that
I know.
you? Was
No,
that
no, it
you?
was Fern, and you mentioned it also in the
Oh,
last
it
video.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hooked my thumb.
Mm-hmm.
It's a real phrase. Okay.
But she's not pointing.
Oh, shit, you're right. Fuck.
Mm.
Well, now I'm confused. I hooked my thumb behind the strap of my purse, which held 2 of my 3 lifelines. What?
Yeah,
Huh?
Penelope just assumes you know what those
Is
are.
one like her? Is one like her Glock? Uh, let's go. I chirped. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I chirped and started walking at a brisk pace. Ahead of us, the track split to the left and to the right.
No way.
Let's rewrite that. Ahead of us, the track split.
Period.
End of sentence.
Yeah.
Directly in front was the pond. The smell of exhaust already filled my nostrils, and I couldn't help the bounce in my step. My eyes hungrily swept the scene, and I saw headlights from cars parked along the sides facing inward, illuminating the track. Okay. Sure.
Hmm.
Fortunately for Dirk's family, the pond wasn't even within eyesight of the main house. Okay. Most of the time, people came and went without any disturbance to the family. Since most of the town's current police force graduated around the same time as Dirk, the loop was seen as a local treasure instead of a nuisance.
There you go.
Nice. Since racing was just as illegal as allowing people to use your property for it, anyone injured couldn't throw the Bensons under the bus without themselves as well. Without themselves as well. It was all very convenient and tidy, yeah, if you say so. As we headed into the loop, Ben guided me to the right towards what looked like the starting line. Couldn't say if it is. It looks like it, though.
Yeah.
There were 2 cars already parked side by side, and people crushed around the scene like tightly packed molecules. Lol. One of the cars was Maddox's 2006 GTO, and the other was a late model Camaro. Liam. Tate! I spun around to meet the scream and noticed Casey charging towards me. Jesus.
Yeah.
She fell into me in an attempt at a hug, and I stumbled to keep my balance. This bitch cannot stay on her feet today. Whoa! I burst out. It hasn't been that long since we've seen each other, has it? Laughing at her obvious beer-induced love, I straightened us up. Okay. We'd made amends, but now I felt uneasy about making out with Jared, and their relationship still bugged me. I aimed to keep my promise, to mind my own business, but there was a distance between us that wasn't there before, and I wasn't sure how to get back what we used to have.
Is she talking
Maybe
about
I looked at her differently.
Jared or Casey now?
I think she's talking about Casey. Maybe I looked at her differently, or maybe our conversation wasn't as easy, but I knew something had changed. Ben held up his finger and mouth 1 minute before he walked off to talk to a guy from our class. Is that Liam's Camaro? I jerked my head towards what... so now she's figured out it's the starting line. So she's locked it in.
Yeah.
Before she wasn't sure, now she knows. I jerked my head towards the starting line where the tenacious red machine idled. The symmetry of his vehicle fit in any crowd or on any road. Okay. It was tough business not to respect a Camaro, if you say so. And the tires were so wide that they looked like they could keep the car afloat.
Oh my God.
Bitch, what?
You know, I was discussing this with my boyfriend
Yeah, you're a car girly, aren't you?
Yeah, how I feel like a lot of American cars is about the size and not really about the performance. Wow.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
accurate.
So like the description here of like a Camaro, I'm imagining a muscle car. I'm not good with car
It is a
brands.
muscle car.
Yeah.
All the muscle cars in America look the same. Like it's like
Do
Camaros,
they?
like Mustangs and like Dodge, all the Chargers and Avengers and all that shit. They all
But
look
they're
the
not
same.
that
They're kind of
fast.
like,
They're not quick
I mean, they're
cars.
they're they're fast for like their muscle cars are not like they're faster than like your average whatever. They're
Yeah,
more
of
powerful,
course.
but like they're not the same as like a sports car.
Yeah.
They're kind of like a weird. I don't know. They're
No,
they're
I went on
they're
a
yeah.
I went on a race a few weeks back, and there were a
Look at
couple.
you.
Yeah, well, and there were a couple of muscle cars, and I thought
Mm-hmm.
like I could hear the difference in pitch
Mm-hmm.
with like if you have a sports car rumbling to life and a muscle car. There is more rumble in the muscle car, I have to say, and you can see the what do you call it, the hood vibrating. So I asked my boyfriend about that, and he explained to me that y'all Americans, you like to have your pistons in a certain angle for maximum vibration and roar.
Sounds about right. That sounds
Yeah,
about right.
but like it's a matter of preference, I guess. And the Europeans like it in another angle for more, I don't fucking know, air intake. I'm not that much of a car
Interesting.
person. Yeah.
Mm,
Just
sure, sure
fun
not.
fact.
Mm-hmm.
I've been
I
waiting
love
for
it.
this racing chapter, so let's
Yeah,
go.
I can't wait to. I
Yeah.
hope it's as good as the baseball in Twilight.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Oh
be
my
great.
god.
Uh, yeah, she said, scrunching up her nose in disgust. He's racing Maddock. What Maddock would what Maddock would do to Liam's car would be considered a Shakespearean tragedy. Although I'd never seen Maddock race, I'd heard about it. He wasn't dirty so much as he was reckless and scared the shit out of the other driver. That's not a
What?
good sentence.
Yeah. I hear your cat. Say hi.
He was. Hi. Uh, apparently, she answered. I thought you said Jared was going to avenge you. I placed my hand over my fat tits and batted my eyelashes. Uh, oh, shut up, Casey said with fake irritability and took a sip of her beer. We don't get a mention of what they're drinking. It's like
Mm.
that Keystone Light that you can hire them to fly a P-51 Mustang over.
Mhm.
Um, that was actually the plan, but Roman is back from college. Wait, who's Roman?
No idea.
Roman is back from college for the weekend and wanted to race Jared. So, dot, 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 comma, she trailed off. Nice. The best had to race the best, I guess. I guessed.
No.
Incorrect tense,
True.
I think. I guess. I mean, they could have, it's not italicized, so it's not
Yeah.
like direct, whatever. I started to fidget at the mention of Derek Roman.
Mm.
He was a world-class jerk and treated everyone the same. Like shit. It didn't matter if you were a man, woman, or child,
Wow.
young, old, rich, or poor. Roman behaved like everyone was beneath him, and he had no regard for ethics. He was dirty. He sounds fucking awesome to me.
Exactly.
And I think actually from some schools of philosophy, that's like very like
Morally
kind
good.
of like yeah, it's very morally like you treat everyone the same. That's kind of
Mhm.
like most people don't do that, right? He has no
Yeah.
biases at all. He's like
None.
an ascended being. He sounds
Mhm.
fucking cool. I can't wait to meet this guy. Where's Jared? Suddenly uneasy at the thought of him racing Roman, I scanned the crowd for his wispy brown hair. I thought his hair was black.
Yeah, and it wasn't wispy.
Didn't she just say it was black? It was hanging like a black curtain over
So it's
his.
very dark brown.
What? Oh, you just said rich dark hair. Sorry. Okay, maybe I was wrong. I rolled back. Blah 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 blah. Up with Maddock, giving him a talk. Casey gulped down her beer, and by the way she rocked her feet, I could tell she was restless. I'm just going to assume she's drinking like a Keystone Light or like a Mick Ultra Light. I'm sure Maddock won't do anything stupid. He wouldn't want to mess up his car. Liam will be fine, I assured. Weird. I couldn't care less. Her eyes looked anywhere but at me. Yeah, right. Startled by the thundering roar of an engine, I jerked my head towards the starting line, what looked like the starting line,
Mm-hmm.
and stood on my tiptoes. Isn't that one word? Shouldn't that be one word, I think.
Or
To
hyphenated.
peer I don't think, maybe. To peer through a gap in the crowd. Jared was leaning on Maddox's door frame. She really likes door frame. I noticed that in your reading. Uh, Talking to the concealed driver. Weird thing to say. His hair fell in his eyes and an easy grin spread across his lips. The way his face lifted with the radiant smile, ... Oh, someone was playing the steel drums on my stomach. You all know that feeling you get when you see a guy you like.
Oh my God.
Like the tiki, those are like the beach drums, right? Like the tiki drums. Steel
Steel?
drums? Steel drums. Yeah, it's like a beach thing, isn't it?
No, I thought that was like
Um
some kind of canvas over wood. It's not
I think the
steel.
no, steel drums is like a specific kind of drum.
I'm gonna look it up
It's
now.
like yeah, it's like an island thing. It's
Oh,
invented in
to
Trinidad and Tobago. So it's like
oh,
a beach music,
it's like
just a
a
weird thing to
yoga
say.
thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I hated myself for going gooey at the knees, and somewhere else, I bet. It was
No.
unacceptable to be affected by Jared of all people. I was here with Ben, and he was very good looking too, I told myself. Hey! Ben walked up and put an arm around me. His body next to mine warmed me, and he smelled like cologne. Okay. I almost begged for the flutters or whatever to take root in my stomach, but they never came. Having him close on. Ow! Jesus! Ow! My cat is clawing my leg. Having him close or having his eyes on me just didn't affect me like it should. Damn. Hey, I replied. Should we move to get a better view? You're really into this, aren't you? Ben looked down at me, an amused expression playing on his face. Cars, hot chicks?
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I narrowed my eyebrows in a duh
She's
expression.
such a cool girl. She's so
She's so cool.
cool.
God, she's so cool. Come this way, Casey motioned to the right. Jared's parked right off the track. We can watch from over there. She was here with Jared. I'd almost forgotten. Like you forgot about the rain, you dumb. Of course she'd want to watch the action with him. And why not? I was over our bullshit, and if he could ignore me for the past 2 days, then I could do the same. Yeah, right, girl. We fought our way through the crowd as everyone took their viewing positions. Jared was already leaning on the hood of his mean black car. With one leg propped up on the bumper, he fiddled with something in his hand. His black button down was open to reveal a white t-shirt, and he and the car both looked angry. Nice. Hi-ya! Casey strolled up to him and leaned in. Hi, yourself. Oh, what is my Jared voice again? Hi, yourself. He gave her a closed-mouthed smile before looking to me. His smile faded before his eyes narrowed on Ben. Hey, man! Ben greeted Jared. Hey, how's it going?
Oh my God, she
Jared,
really
oh,
typed
sorry.
out the freaking small talk, but go ahead.
Yeah, he's asked pleasantly, so pleasant Jared. Hey, how's it going? Jared asked pleasantly, but looked away too soon. Ben must have realized the rhetorical question, but they really are perfect for each other, aren't they? Ben must have realized the rhetorical question because he didn't answer. I stood there trying to seem disinterested as I looked anywhere but at Jared. Breaking out in a sweat. Hold on.
In
Hold
one
on.
sweat.
All right, cat, sit there. Breaking out in a sweat as the images of us wrapped around each other the other night flashed through my head. I fanned myself slightly with the lapel of my jacket, my military jacket. The awkward vibe in the air made me contemplate who needed to be deleted from this equation to make it more comfortable. Jared, Casey, Ben, or me? That's okay. Casey broke the silence. And Jared? And Jared, this is Tatum Brandt. Say hi. She joked. Oh, okay, you say so. She joked as Jared slid an arm around her waist. My breathing hitched. Doing like the anime, like. Exactly. There you go. That's perfect. He glanced over at me through hooded eyes and took in my outfit, only jerking his chin at me before returning his focus to the starting line, towards what looked like the starting line. I rolled my eyes and turned toward the action. She also uses
Towards and
toward
towards.
and towards. Yeah, so you got
That's a
it.
sin.
I know it's very anti-American for me to say it, but I actually do like towards better for some reason.
You did
That's the
say that,
UK
yeah.
way. I know. I don't know why. I just like it. And we're ready! A young guy I assumed was the race master called out for people to clear the track. My eyes darted to all of the money changing hands as people placed their bets. The roar of the engines vibrated under my feet and sent shivers up my legs. My toes curled again,
Yeah.
girl. Damn, I wish I was racing. Is this like the first chapter she
Yes.
said she wanted to rate? Okay, I
She's
just want to
been
make sure I'm
setting
not
it
like
up in the chapter previously.
that's it though, right? Like that's the
Yeah.
first time she's ever okay. Damn, I wish I was racing. I hated being a spectator, but I still fidgeted with anticipation. A girl in short plaid skirt, and tiny and a it should be a tiny red camisole, right? A short
No, it works.
plaid skirt and I don't know. And tiny red camisole took position in front of the cars and raised her hands in the air. Ready? She called out. The engines
No,
revved,
you have to do it
sending
fast,
shouts.
Fast and the Furious style, please.
Ready? I mean, they just do it all. They do it all with their sexy like Latina hips in those movies. I feel like.
True.
Ready? She called out. They're always like racing for like you have to help me do this heist in Yugoslavia or whatever. Like so, high stakes. Unlike this shitty fucking teenage losers. The engines revved, sending shouts of enthusiasm to the crowd. I wonder which we should look up where in the Fast and Furious franchise this came out because it's got to be like in the middle of it. I think
for sure, yeah.
The engines revved, sending shouts of enthusiasm to the crowd. Set! She raised her arms higher. Go! I jerked up on my tiptoes again to see the peel of the tires kicking up dust as they struggled to get going. I bobbed my head up and down a little with the excitement, and I couldn't contain my ear-to-ear smile, should be hyphenated. The car shot past, sending a gust of wind in my face and a thunderous pounding in my chest, and like a face full of gravel dust. Shit! I heard behind me and turned to see Casey wiping her shirt. I spilled beer, she mumbled. I saw Jared. This is like a contrived thing so she can turn around and look at Jared. Weird. Okay, I saw Jared a few feet behind her, still leaning on his car, not even watching the race. His focus was entirely on me, something familiar in his expression. In that moment, the race, Ben, and KC, should be a comma, didn't even exist. Oxford, comma, didn't even exist. A tiny moan barely made it out of my throat as my heart sped up and my stomach flip-flopped. Weird. A little weird. He was giving me the same look I got Wednesday night before he kissed me, and I knew I hadn't imagined anything. It was anger and desire mixed together to make something hot enough for my knees to go weak. Yeah, from the way he'd been ignoring me yesterday and today, barely sparing me eye contact, I had begun to wonder if it had all been a wet dream on my part. Ugh. But full return. But nope, full return. Taking a deep breath and tearing my eyes away, I tore off my jacket and tossed it to KC. Put this on. What? She just spilled beer on her shirt.
Exactly. That's why she said, "Put this jacket on."
Why she need to put on a whole
to hide the beer stain?
This isn't a fancy pantsy rich girl F1 race like some people have gone to in this conversation. This is a dirt track where they're drinking like beer out of red Solo cups. I don't think she has to worry
about cute. Okay.
Oh my god. Well, it's not.
And also, she wants to undress herself so that Jared will look at her. Well,
yeah, that's the real reason. Her tank. It's like I guess I can't say it's not planting and payoff. She planted this tight tank top, and now we're getting the payoff.
Yeah.
Okay. Well done, Penelope. Thanks. She held the cup in one hand and slipped on the jacket with the other. Actually, that's like pretty impressive. To hold a cup and put a jacket on. Unless she's just letting it hang over her shoulders, I guess.
If it's empty.
Sparing Jared and... I get... Well, you still got to put your arm through the hole. Whatever. Okay. Sparing Jared another glance, I noticed that his chest rose and fell hard as his eyes spit fire. Okay, calm down. God. The desire was gone. His gaze was on Ben now, who I realized had also been looking at me, but turned away as if he'd been caught eyeballing something he shouldn't have. What a sentence. Again, I immediately wanted to cover myself. Girl, you're just wearing a tank top.
It's scandalous,
Okay.
like Bella's cock.
Are these guys like, these guys are like armpit fetishists, I guess, maybe? She's like driving them wild.
Ezra, it's indecent.
I guess. I was here for the race. It should be I am here for the race if it's italicized. Cat, I swear to stop clawing my door. The other cats are trying to get in here desperately. They just all love me. I was here for the race, italicized period. I reminded myself and turned back to the track. That's really bad. That's just like badly done. Maddock and Liam were never head-to-head. Either Maddock was drastically behind Liam, or Liam was a ridiculous distance behind Maddock. Okay? After a minute, the crowd started laughing when they realized that Maddock was just toying with his opponent. No wonder Jared wasn't... Wait, Jared? Who's Jared? Oh, Jared's her... Yeah, sorry, I got confused. There's too many names in this all of a sudden. God. No wonder Jared wasn't watching. He knew it would be an easy win. Not that Liam's... Can you say the Camaro again for me?
Camaro.
Perfect. Wasn't worthy, but Maddock was more experienced and had done a hell of a lot of work to his car. Oh my God, he's like Rosalie. Real Twilight heads know about that reference. On the last turn, Maddock surged ahead one last time and crossed the finish, what looked like the finish line, to the sounds of cheers and whistles. Wee-hoo! Whistles. People rushed his car, and Maddock emerged with an idiotic grin on his smug face. Some girl grabbed his gray t-shirt and stuck her tongue in his mouth. Ew!
No, you have to do it like Jimmy Kimmel did the ow.
Ew, I don't know that one.
Oh, you don't know that?
Ow?
No, it's like...
What is that one?
Some girl talk like this. So you have to do the ew like that. You have to go, ow.
Ew. Yeah, okay, that's good, okay. Liam slowly climbed out of his car and immediately looked at KC, who, I noticed, was blatantly wrapped around Jared again. My legs spasmed with an urge to kick something when I saw him bury his head in her neck. She giggled with pleasure, obviously for show. Is it for show? Okay. Jared's up. I love that Ben is just like completely oblivious. Yeah. Jared's up next. Ben rubbed his jaw. Roman's awesome. I hope I didn't bet on the wrong guy. I honestly didn't know who I would bet on if I honestly didn't know who I would bet on if I cared to place money on either dickhead. I mean, I guess that's... Everyone clear the road! I jumped. The race master, capitalized by the way, was starting the next event. Trent and Roman, get your asses on the starting line! And suddenly I was nervous about this matchup. Oh God, it's so exciting. Oh, we're gonna do chapter 20, aren't we? Yeah, let's do chapter 20. But I gotta eat lunch, but
Yeah, 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Okay, let's lock in.
Yeah, it's easy.
Okay. Ben and I parted with the... Oh, wait. Chapter 20. Ben and I parted with the crowd so Jared could pull his car out. Casey came up to stand beside us, but for some reason I couldn't look at her. As Jared climbed in and started his engine, the girls around us started jumping and squealing. Oh my God. Yeah. Papa Roach blared at a deafening...
Don't worry, I'm pulling it up. I'm just trying to think of what it would be. What song would he be playing? Papa Roach.
Anything.
Papa Roach songs. A lot of good Papa Roach songs out there, of course. I think it's probably like... I bet it's Scars. I think it's Scars.
I'm gonna pull it up.
Hold on. I'm pulling it open. Tear my heart open, I sew myself shut.
We couldn't hear that, but I think...
Can you not hear it?
No, you're not sharing your screen.
Oh, what? I am sharing my screen. You haven't clicked on it yet. What? I'm sharing. Hold on. I'm sharing my screen. Did you click it?
Yes.
All right.
No, I think the singing was already...
I'll figure it out better for next time. He's definitely playing Scars by Papa Roach.
Legit. Okay.
I tear my heart open. I sew myself shut. My weakness is that I care too much,
Oh
and my
my
scars
God.
remind me that the past is real. I tear my heart open just to feel. Oh yeah, that's what
Yeah,
he's
it's
playing
like
for
I'm
sure.
there.
All
I'm
right,
there. Okay.
sorry.
So that was blaring at a deafening level
Blaring.
from his speakers.
Mm-hmm.
He revved
Mm-hmm.
the engine a few times to get the crowd going.
Yeah.
A playful grin on his lips. The boss
Oh, Jared.
302, or is it 302? Anyway, pulled up onto the track, and I realized I almost felt like leaving. Jared and I had dreamed about being here together to race, and now I was on the outside looking in. He
What?
was. This was
Since
never
when?
mentioned before, yeah.
Never mentioned. Never, ever,
Yeah.
ever, ever.
He was living this without me, and I hated that I was being left out. Roman had just pulled up in his Pontiac Trans Am. Pontiac? I don't know. How do you
Like
pronounce
it's
it?
Pontiac.
Pontiac Trans Am.
Yeah, it's good. Look at you. Yeah, look at you.
Even though his 2002 car was considered ancient compared to Jared's, it stood an outstanding chance of winning. The amount of work and options Roman had added to his vehicle made it a formidable machine. Unfortunately, Derek Roman didn't rely simply on his skills as a mechanic to win. There had been many injuries out here when he'd raced in high school. Injuries or accidents? Question mark. Oh wait.
Question mark.
Yeah. All right. Oh wait. All right. The race master announced. Clear the track for the main event of the evening. According to KC, the loop only has a few races per week during the school year as the college kids have gone back to school. So this was a light night with only 2 races. Okay.
Sounds like a pain in the ass to come all the way out here for 2 races, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, can you imagine? Okay. Jared's music filled the air, and I saw him take something from his hand to hang it on the rearview mirror. I couldn't make out what it was, only that it was bulky and looked like a necklace. It's her necklace. I'm
Looks
clocking
like
it.
I bet it's a. I'm guessing it's a necklace.
Yeah, from her. Duh. It's his lucky charm. You're my lucky charm.
Jesus
That's
Christ!
the point.
Oh
Okay.
God! You're Lucky Charms.
The same girl who set off Maddox and Liam came to stand in front of the cars, shaking her ass as she walked in
Nice.
front of their headlights. I forgot.
Nice.
The smell of fuel and tires permeated the air while the engine's rumble coursed through my legs. Again, never have I been in a race where the engine's rumble coursed through my legs, to be honest, but okay.
Wow.
Jared stared ahead, wearing, especially if you're like in the crowd, you don't feel the vibration that much. Okay, Jared stared ahead, wearing a stone face, waiting for the call.
Hard
Ready?
to feel it when you're up in the penthouse, you know, popping
What?
champagne or
No,
whatever.
if you're in the freaking, what do you call it? What do you call that? It's in German, it's Tribüne. The podium? No. The
Tribuna. I don't know.
you know where when you watch a race and you're like on the seat, elevated seating, that thing, what do you call it?
Like the stands?
Yeah. The grandstands.
Oh my
there,
God, that's
yeah.
so cute. That's just Latin. What are you guys doing out there in Germany?
What?
Clearly, that's like from tribunal, right?
Yeah, Tribüne. Yeah.
That's great.
Oh my God.
Love
Okay.
Love
Red.
it.
Okay. Oh my God, we have the slut shame that has been in this text.
Oh
Anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ready? Little Miss Look at Me called. Set. The engines roared. Go! Her arms fell hard to her sides, and the car zoomed past her, kicking up dust and rocks in their wake. I darted onto the track, girl,
Onto the track.
with the flood of people to watch from behind. Oh, they don't loop.
Is this like
Is
a?
it-
Is this
yeah.
like a drag?
I think
But
it
no,
is.
no. It's called the loop.
True.
There's no fucking way it's called the loop, and
And-
it's just a straight shot. That would be so fucking dumb.
Indeed. Okay, then they're about to get run over, Ezra.
I guess they're about to get killed. Yeah, no wonder there's a lot of injuries here.
To watch from behind, more afraid than excited this time. As much as I hated to admit it, I was worried. Roman would do something shady and hurt Jared. Even after everything, I didn't want to see him hurt. The car's taillight got smaller the closer they reached the first turn. It was 4 lefts, and the race would be over. So what's a lap? Is there like a
So it's a loop. It's like one lap.
yeah? So, and they're in the middle of the track, girl. Okay.
don't think that's smart.
Me neither. It was 4 lefts and the blah blah. The turns were sharp, and this is where a drift racer might be better for the loop. The track
Nice.
was small, these cars were big, and the turns were hell. For this reason, no cars were allowed to park on the perimeter of the turns. Turns, turns, turns. Jared took the gentleman's route by slowing down to make the turn after Roman. I'm not going to comment on race strategy, but okay. While the latter
No,
plowed
please
ahead.
do. Is he going to draft off him? Are you impressed that I know that term?
Oh, no, I don't know that term, so I am very impressed. So
That's like, isn't that when you, well, it's like for real races, but when you're like behind somebody because of the air resistance or whatever, you can then like pass them or something?
no, the
Drafting
air.
off of
Well, I
them?
only know F. Oh my god, I don't want to sound pretentious,
How's it?
but my most information is from F1 races. My boyfriend likes to
Yeah,
explain it to me.
don't they do that in F1?
No, in F1, you do not want to be racing behind dirty air because it slows the car
Oh,
down. You
interesting.
want clean air. I think,
Oh,
I don't know why, but yeah. Okay. Oof, where was I? Roman would either win or kill them both. Jesus. Both cars skidded around the turn, sending a cloud of dust into the air, much to the delight of the onlookers who screamed relentlessly, wow, they're pleased by dust. Okay. Forging ahead, you know that if you, that's off track limits, and technically that slows your car down because then you lose traction because you're on the grass. Anyway,
yeah.
forging ahead, Jared caught up to Roman and they proceeded head to head. Come on, come on. I clasped my palms together to my chest, fingers entwined so tight that my skin felt stretched. Wow, okay. I rotated my body to follow their progress. How? You're on the ground. Can you see the entire track from the track? Oh my god.
Yeah.
I rotated. I need this to be accurate. Okay. I rotated my body to follow their progress, seeing Jared pull back patiently each time to let Roman take the turn first. How
Just rotate your head or your eyes too, girl.
Dude, anybody who's been on a race, if you do not make it clear that there is a clear vantage point of the track, which you have on the tribune sometimes, from the ground, you cannot fucking see the entire track. What type of, is it like on a canvas? You know, it's like propped up against a mountain?
I have
Anyway,
no idea.
it's like she's a
No idea.
camera. What the fuck? Okay. Oh, so Jared's patiently each time to let Roman take the turns first. Girl, it is like, if you're racing somebody, usually the person who takes the outer of a curve, right? So let's say Jared is inside the curve and thingy majig, what's his face, Roman is on the outside. That alternates per curve if you're racing. So if you keep on braking, you're gonna create a gap between you and the guy. Yeah. I might be wrong, but this is what I learned through osmosis from my boyfriend.
I believe you.
Okay, my heart pounded and my stomach felt tight from the nervousness. Coming up on the last turn, Jared pulled back behind Roman, but he wasn't slowing down. As Roman rounded the last corner, he skidded further to the edge while Jared took the inside line, yes. Both cars recovered and were neck to neck as they reared the finish line, so that has to switch now. The crowd cleared the track in a mad rush and watched us.
So they are standing on the track. They're literally standing on the track near the finish line. That's insane.
God, and watched as both engines thundered past. The cars were so close that I couldn't figure out who'd won. As both cars slowed to a stop, everyone rushed them in a clustered mess of pushing and yelling. No one seemed to know who'd won. I twisted my neck around, searching for the race master guy. The race master guy. He appeared to be deliberating with a couple of other people, probably trying to come to a decision. Oh, so, did you see who won? Casey asked, looking confused as we walked up to the cars. No. You? She shook her head. There you are. Ben sidled up next to me and grabbed my hand. I guess they're not sure who won. Yeah, no shit. Oh my god. 4 times. This was repeated. Awesome race, huh? I let out a laugh. My nails have been chewed into oblivion. Come on, let's go see Jared. Casey grabbed my wrist and the three of us trekked up the track. Approaching the cars, I noticed that the drivers were nose to nose between the vehicles. Oh, they were about to... Okay. Their mouths were tight and they were too close. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Okay. They looked like they were about to turn the event into a fight. No shit! Oh my god. As we pushed closer, I heard what they were saying. You were pushing me into my lane, Roman gritted through his teeth. Or maybe you just don't know how to handle your car. His black hair was slicked back, and his jeans and white t-shirt made him look like a 1950s reject. There are no lanes on the track. Fair, actually, Jared snickered. And let's not.
yeah, no shit.
Yeah. And let's not talk about who can't handle their muscle. Settle down, boys.
Settle down.
Roman pointed his finger near Jared's face as he spoke. I'll tell you what, princess. Come back after you've grown some balls and take off your training wheels. Then you'll be man enough to race me.
Do you think that they should let F1 drivers fight like they do in hockey? Would that make the sport better?
Oh my god. I think like F1 drivers are like rich kids, so
that'd be even better, I think.
Yeah, just like
they just
I think they wouldn't fight, they're kind of friends. Ish. Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's all very, very
Has anyone done has anyone done like a smutty hockey romance but for F1 drivers?
For
that
sure.
Could be you.
No, for sure. Because F1 has been attracting a lot of viewers because of the reality TV show Drive to Survive.
That's what you should, bro. That's what you should do.
I am not writing freaking Verstappen
Yes, you'd be so good. You'd be so good at it. It could be just like heated rivalry, but like racing rivalry.
I can't.
Yes, you can. You're a good writer.
Cannot. No, stop it.
I know you could. I believe in you.
Okay. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
Man enough? Jared pinched his eyebrows together like that was the most ridiculous thing he'd ever heard. Turning to the crowd, Jared held his hands out to his sides, palms up. Man enough? He asked sarcastically.
He's doing like a full hey, like can you get a load of this?
Yeah.
That's a weird. I don't know about that.
Oh my god, the trampy brunette from Jared's party, Piper, walked up. Wait, I have to do that like with spite. The trampy brunette from Jared's party, Piper, walked up and plastered herself to him like a snake. She cupped his cheek and with one hand and grabbed his ass with the other.
Jesus.
Plunging her tongue into his mouth, she kissed him slow and deep, putting her entire body into it.
Piper's my favorite character, I think.
Let's go, Piper. The fucking crowd. Whoa. That's the first time She doesn't swear. Okay. The fucking crowd couldn't scream any louder. Well, it's very rare that she drops an F-bomb, so.
Oh, she said fucking hormones.
Yeah, but like, it's not a. It's so casually in there, it doesn't fit the tone. Anyway. He shot out of my nose, girl, ears, and eyes before I looked away. It's like Penelope's purposefully trying to make this cartoonish. It's like, that's the vibe. He'd kissed me like that only 2 days ago. Fuck him. I peered over at Casey, whose eyebrows are raised in surprise. Are you okay? I asked. Did I really care? Wow, what a bitch. Okay. Probably not, but at least it took my mind off the ache in my chest. Fan fucking tastic. Wow, that's like 4 F-bombs now or something.
A lot. Going crazy.
She snarled. Liam just saw that. Awesome. I almost laughed, realizing that the only thing she was pissed about was Liam's reaction. If Liam didn't think that Jared was serious about KC, then he wouldn't feel threatened. She didn't give a damn about Jared, that was for sure, and that made me feel a little better about kissing him behind her back.
It's so complex, like Game of Thrones level.
This is some intrigue.
Chess, a 4D chess game here right now.
You gotta keep up, Ezra, with the intrigue. Okay?
I'm trying to.
Okay. Wait, okay. The race master cut through the crowd. Out of the way, out of the way. His eyes swept the crowd, waiting for them to quiet down. Piper peeled herself off Jared and retreated back to her friends, wiping him off her lips as she stumbled.
Jesus.
Listen up. We have some good news and bad news. Yeah, who's the winner and the loser or what? The bad news is we're calling it a tie. Moans and expletives sounded around the crowd. Bets had been placed and people were upset. Oh my god. But the good news is, he continued, we have a way to solve this stalemate. His smirk scared me. I let go of Ben's hand to inch closer, now standing at the inside of the crowd. Jared and Roman were both frowning. A rematch? Jared asked. Kind of. The race master looked a little too amused. If you boys want to settle this, then your cars will race again. But, three dots, you
Dot,
won't be the
dot, dot.
drivers. Damn, I knew that Tate was gonna have a race moment. Okay. Murmurs could be heard around the crowd, and my eyes darted to Jared to see his stunned expression. Excuse me? Roman inched closer and questioned. We know you're exceptional drivers. The race was close enough to prove that. Let's see who has the better machine. So who's going to drive the cars? Jared all but shouted, his face gone pale. The race master's face puffed out as he grinned. Your girlfriends. That was chapter 20.
Hey.
It's actually fun. It's fun.
Chapter 21 is gonna pop off.
Yeah, the midpoint is a race. That's kind of cool.
Oh my god, I can't wait to see. Plus, I get to read the next chapter.
Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be so fun. Look at that. We're nearly 2 hours. We took a while, didn't we?
God, that did take a long time.
Yeah.
That's okay. Well, these were long chapters,
yeah,
though. These
were
fucking...
true.
Her chapters are so random. Sometimes they're like 10 pages long. Sometimes they're like 3.
It's vibes. It's according to vibes. We even got a smut scene this time. Look at that.
We got 2 very outdated song references. I liked that a lot. Miss Murder and Papa Roach blasting from the speakers. I think that's probably my favorite part of this book is just how, like, embarrassing dated it is, but like in a hilarious way to me.
I bet there's a playlist somewhere on her website for this book. I bet.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah. Desperately. I hope so.
Right.
Oh yeah. Papa Roach. God, did you ever watch Silicon Valley?
No. Is that a sitcom?
It's good, but no, it's like kind of. Not really a sitcom, but it was like about, it's a comedy set in Silicon Valley with tech people, but they had a character who was just supposed to be like an enormous, unbelievable rich douchebag. And like every time he showed up, he's like pulling up in like a $1 million car and blasting music from his speakers. But the choices that they made for the songs were so good. And it was shit like Papa Roach or like Limp Bizkit and like just the worst douchebag like guy wearing like sports shades songs you could ever imagine. And I was like so proud of the person who like chose them because it's like you could not choose douchier music, and this reminds me of that a lot, and I like it
for sure. It's vibes.
It's so funny. It's vibes. It's so funny,
it's
man.
So good.
It's so good. Oh, I love it. Beautiful. Do we do our sign off?
I think we do, right? Don't you have to eat lunch?
Let's sign off. But I gotta talk to you after you stop recording. I got an idea. Great idea.
Right. Guys, that was this episode of 5 Literature Hour. Maybe we'll do one in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I really don't want to make promises, but we'll do one soon, right, Ezra?
Yes, I'll be free.
Nice. All right, then. Bye.
Bye.